All right, welcome back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show. Coming up, Nick Schriver here in just a moment. And before we do, we like to feature our real estate listings live on air, strategy to help you sell faster for more money. If you're thinking about listing a property, we'd love to talk to you. Commercial, residential, vacant land. We got a top 100 ranked team here in Tampa Bay. PlatinumCoastalElite.com. PlatinumCoastalElite.com. 3413 Lake Palermo Road is one of our listings in Waimama. This one's in South Hillsborough County, 3,700 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bath. You got a Mediterranean style home here. It's in a gated community, open concept and gourmet kitchen. You have a wraparound patio, private pool, hot tub, and an outdoor kitchen. 3413 Lake Palermo Road, Waimama, Florida. You can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. All right, Nick Schriver in the house, decorating Elves. Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks, Brandon. Thanks for having me.
Hey, my pleasure. And yeah, we got some holidays coming up, Flag Day, Father's Day, and kids are home for the summer.
Absolutely, man. We are officially in summer. As far as my calendar goes, summer starts as soon as the kids are out of school.
Yeah.
And it's over when the kids are back in school. So I know that the actual calendar doesn't start summer till the solstice, which is late June.
Yep.
And that's actually a pretty big day in our world because we're lighting guys. So that's the longest sunshine day of the year.
Okay.
So we're going to flip the calendar and then start getting shorter days as far as sunlight goes.
Nice.
So guys that like lighting, that like to get things illuminated, we always like it when it's darker earlier because we can really show our stuff off. But yeah, so right now it's, going into this time of year, we've got Flag Day, which is right around the corner. We've got Father's Day shortly after that. We've got the solstice shortly after that. So a couple things to look forward to coming up. And what we can do, let's just talk Flag Day if we got a few minutes for that. Let's dive into that. So Flag Day, is where we're celebrating the American flag. And I'm not an official record on Flag Day, so some people can get out there and look everything up. But displaying the American flag is a big deal. It's important. I'm sure that there's a lot of listeners that do this, and they probably do it very well. There are some very unique and very specific etiquettes for the American flag. Okay, and so one of those is if you're going to have your American flag displayed when it's dark, that you have it illuminated. So there's some very, very key points to that. So one of the etiquettes is if you're going to display the American flag, you do it when the sun goes up, and then you're supposed to take that flag down when the sun sets.
Right.
So now the caveat is if you illuminate it and illuminate it well, which we help a lot of people do that with, then you can leave that flag up throughout the evening, into the night, basically 24/7. And keep that up. So some of the things that we want to make sure that we're doing when we illuminate the flag is that we're spotlighting it direct, right?
Okay.
And so whether we're doing that, we're actually going to put that on the post, depending on how big the flag is. So sometimes somebody's just going to hang a flag off of their house, maybe off their edge of the roof line or off a column or something like that where it kind of banners out. So we can illuminate that from just doing something nearby, something that we would use in the landscape lighting category, and illuminate that way. There are some people that get a little more official with their flags. They'll put them out in the yard. They'll put them on a very big post. And when you're doing that, sometimes you want to be able to do something that goes down in the ground. And it's usually recommended that you're lighting it from maybe 2 or maybe 3 different viewing angles. So if you're maybe on a corner lot or, let's just say that maybe you're even in a commercial setting, that's something that's even more visual, right? Then we're going to illuminate it from several different angles. And as the flag gets bigger, that flagpole gets taller, right? We want to make sure that we're putting enough light on it that it can be seen from a good distance, that we're showing it, that we're giving that flag the respect that it deserves.
Yes.
Right? Absolutely. So those are some things to consider for our listeners out there and for others that are paying attention to check into and make sure that they're doing their flag correctly. And I would just recommend anybody to just Google real quick flag etiquette and make sure that they're doing that properly, especially with the American flag, that they're giving it the right respect that it deserves.
Yeah, absolutely. You're hitting the right audience here. This station is very patriotic. A lot of people, of course, love the country. A lot of people serve the country that tune into this show and support our show and support the folks here. I got my KW military shirt on.
Absolutely.
We do a lot with the military. We do a lot with folks in that field, first responders as well, and And our heart goes out to those folks and those families as well.
Well, this is a great time of year for those that, because we just came out of Memorial Weekend, which is, where we're honoring those. And then we're going to go into Flag Day. Pretty soon we're going to be in Independence Day. And for me, there's something that's great about the summer that just says Americana, right?
Yeah.
Get out, travel, get out and see. The kids are on break. So it's something that I do in my personal life, that we get out and see a little bit of Americana, and I love it. Absolutely love getting out and seeing everything that we have to benefit in this country, because it's really amazing.
It really is. That's something that I want to do, is travel more in the country and, see the Mount Rushmores and some of these. I've done some fair amount of overseas, travel and Mediterranean cruises, things like that. But that's something to take into effect and to look at, especially now. I think it means more now than ever, coming out of this pandemic, this, the China virus, and just a lot of people, you see stuff happening out there. And right now it's a very, and my family as well, we have one of our biggest parties of the year is our Independence Day party. It's actually the Saturday before Independence Day, so you can really, kind of cut loose a little bit and have fun on a Saturday versus, I think it falls on a Tuesday or Wednesday.
I think it's Tuesday this week. Maybe it's Wednesday. It's midweek.
Yep.
But that's coming up. I think we'll dive into that topic when we get a little bit closer to it. But yeah, absolutely, 100% agree. And it's for anybody in any audience. The American flag is a representation of this country. There's a lot of history to it. We're lucky and we're fortunate that we're able to do and have it. And there's a lot of things that come into it. So for those that are doing that, make sure that you illuminate it at night. And that's what I have to say for that.
Quick break. Taking a quick break. Coming back. Nick Schriver, Decorating Elves, PGA Tour, LIV. They combine forces here. There's a merger. It's going to stave off a lot of the court battles that were going on and full swing. And we're going to comment on that. I got a clip I'm going to play. More with Nick Schriver, Decorating Elves, coming up here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Brandon Rhymes here. Thanks so much for everybody that supports our show. We really mean that. It means the world to us when you call and support our show. Reaching out to the hotline 727-263-3707. Call or text. You can email brhymes@kw.com. 727-263-3707. BRIMES, brhymes@kw.com. Nick Schriver in studio, Decorating Elves, coming up here in just a moment. Before we do, a couple of hot listings here. We'd like to feature our listings as our strategy to help sellers sell faster for more money. We got a property on Marjorie Avenue in Tampa. This is 11332 Marjorie Avenue in Tampa. Beautiful property here. This is completely fenced in. It's a large estate-style home, pavers all the way around it, 4 bedrooms, 2 bath. Beautiful property here. The owner has great pride in this home. Garage is equipped with an 8-foot-tall door. No CDD or HOA. Marjorie Avenue in Tampa. Granite countertops, wood cabinetry, stainless steel appliances. Beautiful property right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. And we got a new commercial listing also at 7202 US Highway 301 South in Riverview. This is a commercial property. We do vacant land. We sell commercial. We sell residential, so we can help you with all your real estate needs. But this one's a corner lot location. You got a mechanic shop there that's got a 5-year lease already in place. So you've got passive income if you purchase this property. And then also on the other side, it's currently utilized as a barbershop, but you could take your attorney practice there, law practice, insurance, real estate, any type of business in that field, and it could be a great opportunity for you. Tremendous income potential. 7202 US Highway 301 South in Riverview, and you can see all of our listings at platinumcoastalelite.com.
This is God's country.
All right, Nick, you play golf? You do a little golfing here and there?
Yeah, I like to golf. I play a little bit. Wouldn't say I'm good.
Me neither. I do a little bit here and there. I'll play a tournament if it's a good, social event,
I big fan of the shotgun tournament type. Definitely, will have a lot of fun. Best ball.
Is that what that means? Best shotgun. Best
shotgun
ball?
means everybody goes out to a hole and then they all start at the same time. Best ball is typically done in that same thing, which means that you would all hit the ball and whoever has the best ball
speeds it up.
Is the next game. So because those get really slow.
Yeah.
When you've got that many carts out there. So those are a lot of fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's fun. Great networking. A lot of times you'll see realtor events and different things doing that. So PGA merges with LIV. I got a clip I'm going to play, and then we'll comment on that.
After 3 years of division and litigation, it appears the PGA Tour will actually merge with LIV Golf.
Now, this was announced by the PGA's commissioner yesterday. What did he say?
That's correct. So Commissioner Jay Monahan informed the public in a statement yesterday, the PGA Tour plans to lead the formation of a new commercial golf entity through a framework agreement, the Public Investment Fund. So that's PIF, which is the sovereign wealth fund of Saudi Arabia and the owner of Live Golf. They will contribute their golf-related commercial businesses and rights, along with a significant financial investment for which they will receive a minority stake in a collectively held for-profit LLC.
All right, so combination here. They're combining Live and I saw that Netflix series, Full Swing. It was kind of entertaining. It kind of documents the lives of the different golfers, and you follow them through. But it kind of gave you some insights there. But it's interesting. So now all of a sudden, PGA, the people like Tiger Woods, I heard he's like $800 million he turned down. I think some of those folks are going to be upset with this merger now because they stayed loyal. They stayed true to PGA. And then, these other people that went to LIV. And then the other thing is like, okay, now we're a partnership with Saudi Arabia. There's a lot of underlying, international stuff going on there too.
Well, there's quite a bit going on when you take the PGA, which has been like a very traditional conservative, sports that's been around for a very, very long time, and then you merge it with something that is relatively untested, that's brand new.
Yeah. And
there's a lot of controversy around it. So I know that several of my friends that are golf purists have just been chatter on it. I really don't know how I feel about it yet because there's still so much to be revealed.
Right.
I know I was watching the Memorial Tournament recently, which is kind of has a home to me because I grew up in Ohio. And then Jack was out there and personally shaking everyone's hand as they were finishing that tournament. And that's actually the first golf course that he actually designed and where he grew up in that area. So it's a big deal for Jack. Jack he's obviously one of the founders. And then you have guys like Rory who were, kind of holding out and being like, hey, we're traditionalists and we love this game.
Right.
And that's why we're doing what we're doing. And then you got a couple guys that have, they're at the end of their career and they're going, hey, I got a lot of kids that are going to be high school age, going to be college kids and a lifestyle that we've been doing. So we're taking that live money because we play golf for money.
Exactly.
So now they're putting all that together, and it's really going to be kind of interesting, what they end up doing with it.
Yeah, 3 days of work versus 4 days of work too. Less holes to hit. All right, so we're talking with Nick Schriver here, decorating elves on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Nick, we got Father's Day coming up, outdoor kitchens, grilling. Time of year, man.
Father's Day is right around the corner. It's coming up, and hopefully those fathers out there that are listening, something is scheduled or planned that's good for them to happen. And we hope that that's going to happen. We hope for those that are listening that have fathers that reach out and they're able to plan something together. And usually Father's Day means something that is happening outdoors.
Yeah.
And so, something with the grill, maybe something in the backyard, maybe some golf. Maybe they'll be watching golf. Maybe they'll be playing golf. But when they get into those evening hours, we're hoping that they're enjoying their outdoor living space. And by having good outdoor lighting, it helps someone enjoy that outdoor living space more. So if you've got a father, he has a great grill, he has an outdoor kitchen, has a great outdoor space. It's always something that we would say would be a great gift or something to greatly consider is to help illuminate that grill, right?
Yeah.
So when you're out there grilling steaks, you've got that tomahawk on the grill, and it's evening and you can't really tell whether it's done or not or the way you like it. If you had a nice goose type lighting that kind of leaned over and illuminated that grill well, hey, we would know exactly. Maybe you do have something. Maybe you've spent a lot of time and energy and maybe a lot of money building a beautiful outdoor kitchen, but you can only use it in the middle of the afternoon when it's sunny. And this time of year, that means it's sunny, hot, and sweaty, so it's not the most comfortable thing to use. As soon as that sun sets, you're ready to fire that grill up and you're ready to enjoy that. If you have good outdoor lighting, really helps with a lot of that also. So we do a lot of that. We do a lot that helps enjoy those spaces, make them more usable, make them more friendly, make them more entertaining. And a lot of that ties into Father's Day and other great events that are coming up.
Yep, and you're going to add value to your home, your real estate properties by doing that. It's and I just really enjoy it, especially this time of year. We've been lucky with a beautiful spring. Just the weather, the low humidity, and we need some more rain in most areas. But yeah, we need some rain. But that last hour or two, or that last hour right before sunset, and then right after sunset, you still have a little bit of that twilight. The lights start kicking on in my backyard. The wonderful decorating Elves lights that we had installed. By the way, first class experience, awesome company, 100% vouch for decorating Elves. Nick Schriver and his team do a great job. First class service, first class organization. So yeah, that hour where it's not so hot, it's nice and cool. The lighting is still there. You got a little Mother Earth not lighting, but you also have that decorating Elves lighting.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's a big deal, and it's part of the settings and scenes that we're referring to, right? So with the Father's Day thing, with all the grill and the outdoor spaces. So the other big piece of what's happening right now going into summer is the kids are home. So a lot of your listeners out there and a lot of people in the Tampa Bay area, they've got kids that are home. And so what does that mean? Like a lot of times it means, we feel obligated to entertain them, which I think is a little ridiculous. Kick them outside, push them out those doors, shut the door behind them, and tell them to enjoy it.
Yep.
And if you've got great outdoor lighting and it's the evening, you don't have to really fret so much, right? So those play sets now become lit, that outdoor space becomes lit, and you can look out the windows and double check and see them and know that they're okay. And it only takes a minute or two before they're out there and they change settings and they start enjoying themselves, because it's really good for them to get that play, get that outside, do that in that evening hour as that sun is setting, like you said. And so, yeah, it is beautiful. It does create a great mood, but it also can become very usable, right? It can become very usable, especially if you got kids. It really increases that day. And having them, get those minutes of play, that time of play in that evening hour helps them crash, helps them sleep, which does make our life better as parents.
That's right.
As parents, that's always something we want to make sure our kids are doing or sleeping, because that's when we get our personal time.
Yep.
So by getting them out to enjoy that and do that, and we always know because school is now out that they have a tendency to go a little bit later in the calendar because they don't have that alarm clock buzzing where they got to get up early in the morning.
Yeah.
So that's something that we also encourage people to do. And we have the lighting systems. We can help make that yard bigger. We can help it more enjoyable. We can illuminate those play sets. We can just all around create more usability, create that safety. And when we're doing that, we're also getting that beautification.
Absolutely. Adding that value to the home too. We see a lot of the resales and the homes that go on MLS, and they have the day picture, but then they also have that twilight picture with it all lit up. I mean, it's just something else that's going to appeal to the emotional side of that buyer. They're going to see that and say, wow, it's already there. That might be the one thing that sets you apart from that other seller in this. It's still a low inventory market, but things have changed. The interest rates have gone up, so the cost of funds going up has effectively shrunk the buyer pool. So this could be one thing that sets you apart from that competition, that homeowner that's selling as well, that's very similar to your home.
Well, if somebody has good outdoor lighting, it would make sense that they photograph it well and they show that off well.
Yeah.
Because it is something that brings a lot of visual value. And having a great evening shot with amazing looking lighting makes the house look beautiful, makes it more visually aesthetic. And you're going to just, in natural, you're going to get more hits. Because a lot of that searching is done online and through websites and through a lot of different media formats. Having extra photos, having all of that stuff show well, means there's just more eyeballs on it, which usually means as a seller, as somebody that's representing that, you're going to get better money. Yeah. Right. And so it's things that people are looking for, and people that are looking for outdoor space, they're looking for those kinds of things. So it's become, it's not just a thing where, just this community or that community get to use it. It's really something that's become very common for a lot of people to enhance the beautification of their property, enhance their usability, to add extra hours to their outdoor rooms, and just add a whole lot more function and usability and enjoyment to their properties.
I love it. What's the website, Nick?
So it's 1-800-MY-LIGHTS, and it's www.decoratingelves.com.
1-800-MY-LIGHTS, and if I recall, it's LITES.
Yes, LITES.
My Lights, Decorating Elves. All right, Nick Schriver, always a pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, taking a quick break. We're going to come back with our home security and automation expert, Gunnar Bernecki, Guardian Protection on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Also going to highlight one of the new California laws. Again, it's right on this line of, right on this topic of security and shoplifting. You won't believe the new law that's proposed out in California. Gunnar Bernecki, Guardian Protection, coming up here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. Please make sure to send him all of your real estate deals and subscribe to the Consumer Quarterback Show podcast on iTunes and Spotify, or check out our YouTube channel. Have a blessed day.
To get it.